Hi everyone. So today we are going to do acrylic painting on this small canvas. It's a 6 by 6 inch canvas, and we are going to do a sunflower painting uh, where we are going to use the acrylic colors. And this painting is for the beginners who want to start the painting but don't know how to do the painting, and you can start with the basics like something like a sunflower, which is very easy, and you can see the tutorial for this now. So the colors that we are going to use in this tutorial are Liquitex basics. We are going to use Winsor and Newton and some camel acrylic colors. Are going to sketch out the sunflower. So the sunflower will start from here. Then these are the petals. You can draw the petals as big as you want. You can make this full sunflower also, one sunflower, but here I want to make two sunflowers, that's why one full big one and the other one will be a smaller one, which will be here. You can have this background petals. They should be around the same length of the flower, and you can sketch it first before you finalize if you feel like you have to adjust, you can adjust it accordingly. So now I have taken the cadmium yellow color on my palette, and we are going to do the first layer of this flower. So you have to just fill all the petals with the cadmium yellow color. Background petals also will fill with the same color. Don't worry about the pencil marks, they will be gone. This is just the first layer of the painting. Now we'll color the small flower. Till the first layer dries up, we are going to color the center. I have taken burnt umber and I am mixing black in it to make it a bit darker shade. And then we are going to color the center of the flowers with this darker shade. That's why we are making this big center. I love to paint sunflowers. I have many paintings in which I have painted sunflowers because of their simplicity and the beauty. Now I have taken vivid orange and cadmium yellow, a tiny bit of vivid orange and cadmium yellow, and this is semi dry now, so I'm going to paint this with strokes of cadmium yellow. Now all the petals will continue like this. You have to take a very tiny bit of vivid orange . For the front petals. Yellow, cadmium yellow, we have to mix a bit more of orange as the petals behind the front petals are a bit darker. Let's become more dark, orangey. So I'm mixing a bit of yellow now, and then other layers are coming. So you can take a smaller brush for this. I'm used to painting smaller spaces with bigger brush. Oops, I got the color, brown color on my brush. So if you do this kind of mistake, please let it dry before you go for the next layer of paint. Now we are going to take cadmium yellow and lemon yellow, and we are going to give the strokes of it, mixing both the colors but in strokes. Just taking my lemon yellow, to give the highlight to the petal, and on this side it's going to be cadmium yellow with lemon yellow. All the petals, lemon yellow for the highlights, and then cadmium yellow on the side. The same we are going to do for the smaller flower. So it will be lemon yellow and then cadmium yellow. You can use a smaller brush for this. For the background flowers, we are going to do the same thing, but we will not give as much highlight as they are behind the front petals. pick up direct lemon yellow and white and give the highlights, but the highlight should be in strokes. So we are putting multiple layers of paint. And that's how the acrylic painting is done. Remember one thing, even if you feel it light color, always acrylic colors dry darker, one shade darker. So while painting you have to keep that in mind. Don't worry if the color has gone outside, you're gonna have the background and it's going to be covered up. Just focus on one petal at a time. Getting that highlight and the blending of the colors. As it's smaller, I'm painting the highlights for all the flowers together, all the petals together, sorry. Always remember that the front petals will be lighter than the back petals. Now more highlights will come only on one side. We are going to do I have used a vivid orange color, and with the liner brush we are just going to do the strokes on the paint, on the flower. keep in mind that the stroke should not. So now since our flower is ready, we are going to do the background of the flower. I am mixing Cobalt Blue and Prussian Blue for the background. The background will need to give 2 coats as it's quite transparent and the underground layer is of pale yellow. So we'll give 2 layers of paint on the background. You have to be careful when you are doing the edges of the flower, so that the edges are sharp and nice. So use a thin brush while you are doing the edges. I am using number 3 camel brush for the edges. You can even use number 1. Do the edges first and then do the filling with the thicker brush. Transparent a bit. So that's why we need to give 2 coats of paint for the background. You can do the background in different color also, not necessarily blue. You can do in sap green or you can do in brownish shades. So different colors you can definitely try, and let me know in the comment box which color do you like the most for the background. So now we'll allow this layer to dry and then we'll come back again for the second coat. Now we'll do the second layer. I'm using only Cobalt Blue this time so that it's nice and vibrant. Just turning the canvas. And I'm also using a bigger brush. The brush I'm using is number 8 camel. If you are not confident of doing the edges with a bigger brush, you can always do the edges with a small brush and then use the bigger brush to fill the areas. You can also paint the sides of the canvas if you want, but I'm not painting it. Now we'll do the center of the flower. I have used burnt sienna and yellow ochre for the center of the flower, and now we'll start doing the dots. As this is the basic painting, so we are just going to do the dots. I'm again using number 1 brush for the dots, and you can just give the dots like this. The dots need not be of the exact size and shape. You can just give haphazardly anywhere. Then for the next layer I am adding more of burnt sienna to yellow ochre, and then doing the darker side. You can also slightly go on the above dots so that the variation of the colors are there. And then as you go towards the center of the flower, do not take new color on the brush, just go with the same brush as the color lightens up. You can also add little bit of white in the color, and then give few bright dots just to make it look more. And the white dot should be on the edge of the flower, not towards the center. The same way we are going to do the other flower also. We are going to mix burnt sienna and yellow ochre for the edge. And then more of burnt sienna in the yellow ochre. And then you can add bit of white dots on the edge of the flower. So now our painting is complete. You definitely try this painting with different colors on the background, and even if you want to color a different color flower, and let me know. You can share the images and let me know in the comment box how it looks. Thank you.